Hello everyone, my name is Taro Ishida. I'm a composer and music producer. Some of you may know me from the TV series Shogun, where I worked on the arrangement of the Japanese music. This time, I want to talk about Gagaku and why its pitch is different from the other musics. This episode may become a real technical at times. If you are not a musician, that's completely fine. You don't need to understand every detail, just follow the ideas. The basic question. In today's music world, most music is tuned so that A equals 440 Hz, sometimes 441, sometimes 442 Hz. This has become the global standard. We usually don't question it. But Gagaku is different. Gagaku is Japan's imperial court music with a history of more than 1,300 years. And even today, Gagaku is basically performed with A equals 430 Hz as its standard pitch. When Gagaku musicians collaborate with Western instruments, they sometimes tune higher to 440 or 441. Some musicians even own special instruments for that purpose, but the foundation, the default, remains 430 Hz. Why? Why 430? So the question is simple. There is an important book written by Haruo Suzuki that explains how this decision was made. It's a small book, but extremely dense. Haruo Suzuki. Summarizing it perfectly is very difficult, so today I'll share my understanding of it. And if I'm wrong about something, I'd honestly appreciate corrections in the comments. According to this research, 430 Hz was decided in 1968. That's not ancient history. At the time, Gagaku instruments were tuned differently depending on the instrument maker, the performer, and the ensemble. So when people tried to play together, it was often hard to match pitch. There was also a deeper concern. During that period, some people feared that Gagaku itself might decline or disappear. To solve this problem, a standard pitch was established. Led by Yoshihisa Oshida, a central figure in the Gagaku world at that time. This act of unifying pitch made it possible for Gagaku to be taught consistently, be performed in ensembles, be shared across regions. Without this decision, Gagaku might not exist in its current form. This point is very important. They were aware of Western musicians' standard pitch A equals 440, but they didn't simply adapt it. Instead, they calculated pitch based on Gagaku's own internal musical system, rooted in ancient East Asian pitch theory. You don't need to understand that theory in detail. What matters is the direction of the decision. This was not about isolating themselves from the world. It was about organizing and protecting their tradition from within. Once the pitch was decided, it had to be made practical. They distributed tuning forks. Tune to A equals 430. This made teaching easier, rehearsal smoother, instrument making more consistent. In 1973, a full 12-note tuning fork set was completed, and 430 Hz became the official standard. Later, it was also confirmed that this pitch closely matches music from China's Tang and Song dynasties. For me, the most important thing is not the number itself, it's the idea behind that number. This decision was not about following a global standard, it was about preserving identity. They choose to strengthen their tradition internally rather than adjusting it to external norms. If someone says Gagaku is tuned to 430, you can simply say, "Oh, interesting, that's fine." But if you ask, why 430? And you ask someone inside the Gagaku world, you usually get a very deep answer. Even a single number can lead you to the roots of music. Why tuning matters to a composer? Some people ask, does pitch and tuning really matter for composing music? I'm not an academic, I'm a composer, and I believe pitch is never just technical. Pitch carries intention, pitch carries values, and sometimes pitch becomes the standard point for new music. Equal temperament and imperfection. I once led a conversation with a famous classical musician. I honestly don't remember who it was. Someone asked, why do chords keep changing in music? And the answer was, because equal temperament is muddy. It's imperfect. We can't stand it, so harmony has to move. A piano sounds perfectly tuned, but in reality it is a compromise. Every chord contains distortion. La Monte-Young. This makes me think of La Monte-Young, an American experimental composer. He created music where purely tuned tones are sustained for extremely long periods. If harmony is too pure, maybe it doesn't need to change. Different tuning systems lead to different musical philosophies. One last thread. Some writing suggests that Gagaku may once have been performed closer to 420 Hz. Some musicians even try to explore that idea. If I go into it now, this episode will never end, so I'll leave it for another time. Conclusion. Today, I talked about why Gagaku is tuned to 430 Hz. Pitch is not just a technical decision. Before I finish, a quick announcement. I'll be touring Europe soon. There will be concerts and also lectures, so please check the details carefully. Some events are performance and the others are talk-based lectures. And all information will be in the description. And please also check out my project Tokoyo. My music and ongoing work. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time. This was Taro Ishida.